Hi there. Hey, have you ever felt judged or misunderstood? Have you ever done that? Have you ever been the person who has misjudged or, you know, done that for somebody else? I just have something I want to share with you about that, okay? About, misjudging. I have a story to tell you. Maybe I'll flip it around. It's an awesome sunset. Let's see if I can flip it around. Always, huh? Awesome sunset. Anyway, uh, interesting story to share with you about making a judgment. And before, before you have all the facts in, making a judgment, it's like, oh, look at that. There's a flower going to be blossoming in that cactus. Anyway, thanks for hopping on here. Oh, yeah, it is. Wow. Hear the birds? Well, oh, right here, I see it. Right there at the top of this, there's where the birds are at. On top of there, on that dry plant. You can't really see it very good, right? But anyway, I'll flip it around here in just a second. I'll tell you a story. Here's the sunset. Yes. Okay. So this is what I'd like to share with you about making judgments. Like before you have all of the facts in, making a judgment. So I flip around here, you can see the background too. Can you see that? See the sunset while I'm talking? All of that at the same time? How's that? I don't know. Anyway, I had all of the ingredients to make quiche. And one of the ingredients that I was going to put in the quiche was some fresh peas. And so they were in the pods and they were in the refrigerator. But I bought all the ingredients about, I don't know, it was like about 5 days ago. And so I, hadn't gotten to the quiche yet, hadn't made the quiche. So I was getting in the fridge and going to make the quiche. I pulled the peas out, and guess what I found? I was like so disappointed because the peas, the pods, were already starting to disintegrate and go into that process where they were gooey. Okay, you know what I'm talking about? They're rotting, like the peas are rotting. They're going bad, and I'm needing the peas to make my quiche. So, my first thought is, oh, I don't have any peas to put in the quiche. And then I pulled all of the peas out of the bag, and I thought, oh, maybe there's a few pods that I can find some, good peas in. So I opened up the good ones. I was like, oh, those peas are okay. I thought, yeah, maybe there's half a dozen pods I can get a few peas out of to put in my quiche. And then I just had the thought to open up one of the pods that was going bad, right? So I actually opened it. And I'd already made that judgment, right? I already made that judgment. But guess what I found? They were sprouting. They were sprouting. And inside these dying, if you will, rotting pea pods were sprouting peas. And they were so awesome. Some of the sprouts were like an inch long, growing inside the pod. And I was like, oh my gosh, what a surprise, what a treat, right? It was like this awesome thing that happened. So here I was, prejudging the pea pods and thinking that it was not good and I wouldn't get to make the quiche the way I wanted, right? And the truth is, they were better than I thought. I even doubled the yield because there were sprouts. So how many times, have you had people, or have you done this yourself, where you have prejudged a situation, where you have, looked at somebody, maybe you're thinking, oh gosh, why are they doing this? Or what's wrong with them? And I wish they'd do this. You're having a judgment, right? And the truth is, They're just not done yet. They're in the process of expanding and growing. And maybe it's in that process of going to the next phase where, they're going to be even more awesome. They're sprouting, they're ready to grow and expand. And you had them all judged thinking, oh, something's wrong with them. They're not good enough, right? So, take a message like I did from the peas in the, disintegrating pea pods. It's not always what you think or what you see on the outside. And so be loving and patient and kind to yourself when even maybe you're not doing as good as you think you should. You're judging yourself. You think you should be more better, and you're seeing yourself as a pea pod that's all gross and gooey and yucky. And the truth is, if you'll open up inside, maybe you're sprouting something new, a new part of yourself. And you need to open up and see yourself. Look at yourself different. Look at other people different. Be a little more loving of life and the process of life. We can always learn more about the truth from nature, from how nature is, from the things around us, because nature tells us the truth. The plants, they follow their guidance. They're listening to the, that inner guide that says, I'm a pea plant, and when I get to this particular place, when I'm done with this process, then the peas are seeds for new plants. And that's what they're supposed to do. So every process of life is valuable and important. So give everybody, including yourself, the benefit of the doubt. Assume that the next best thing is on its way right now because of what's going on. There you go. That's the message from the pea plant to everybody. Now I'll flip it around. Maybe you can see a little bit more of the sunshine or the sunset. But until next time, though, what is it I always say? It's like, keep your feet on the ground. What does that mean? Keep yourself grounded and connected to who you really are. The truth of that aspect of it. Stay grounded in your experience on the earth and reach for the stars. Reach for your greatest self. Expand. Reach for your greatness, your genius, your brilliance.